Columbia Basin College is more than just an education. It's gaining skills and exploring new opportunities. It's utilizing resources and empowering others. It's building relationships and shaping futures. Start your journey today at Columbia Basin College, where education is just the beginning.
Looking for a place that is perfect for you? A place with programs that work around your schedule? A place with cutting-edge technology and state-of-the-art facilities. A place to celebrate and engage with the community. A place to excel in and out of the classroom. Columbia Basin College. This is the place for you.
Electric guitars like those guys.
Is all I have left.
3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Hello.
In with a splash. Let's clean off those wounds.
You can't hide.
Try me. You're completely healed. Good. Use it. Careful of that undertow.
Hey, taking the objective.
Maximum charge. Go, my friend. Sit tight here. Speedy team. Oh, you'll want to hear this. Good. Making use of that speed, I see.
Hello.
Always good to hydrate. You're completely healed.
Fire at will.
The dragon consume.
Triple.
They crumble like ash.
Bath time.
Hello.
I'll protect you. Hey. Absorbing power. Li Wang Huanglan. Fire in place. Oh, let's break it.
I'm taking the point. Who is up for a challenge?
How's that for sound therapy?
Good to see you.
Someone has to keep you alive.
I'm going for good
2. Capture the objective.
Catch me if you can!
The objective is now.
Greetings.
Come, my friend. Maximum charge. Barrier in place. Sweet man. With wood. Ja, tu dale. Maximum charge. Double kill. Challenge the champ. Expect to lose.
心如流水。
I'm with you. Hi. Огонь по готовности!
They're all down.
Hello.
Greetings.
冻住，不许走。
They have us outnumbered.
竜が我が敵を食らう Let them up!
Defeat. Play of the game. Entering King's Row. Initiating match.
Perfect. Hey, little quick jump in to introduce. We have CBC Hawks here against Central. Wait, no, is this Central? Do you know who we're?
This is Daytona.
This is Daytona State, actually. We got a last-minute setup of casters. So sorry for the delay, but hi stream. We have against CBC Hawks original lineup: Baba, Doom, Skits, Elixion, and Lucy are phenomenal players that we've been, looking forward to see for a very long time. And we have Daytona's. I'm pretty sure their full varsity lineup: Nostalgia, Marcy, Mean Mix. I don't know how to say that. You want to give it a shot?
Hira Prector.
I'm gonna go Hira, and then I'm gonna go Dawn to Dusk. Of what I'm aware, they're all collective players. They've been in for a good while. I have a lot of respects to the plays that we're going to be hopefully seeing here today. We had taken map 1 for CBC. Now we're going to get in for map 2. Getting some pre-shots out. A little bit late to this first objective point. Freya taking off angles up through top side. Baba getting really shoved out through. Luckily, he gets a great amount of clear support. Heavy amounts of care, but it seems like their tank is able to take backside all the way through for point. And it looks like first point might be secure.
I think we're just going to give this point to Daytona and just play for next.
Yeah, it does seem like there's going to be an extremely high aggression play from Daytona. It just seemed like the moment that Baba fell through, we weren't able to make a form of recovery, which, is pretty often cited for a lot of these more organized games. Again, getting a lot more of small picks off, trying to see where this Genji is. The Freya has a great job of pressuring through off angles, so that's extremely important for average gameplay, really. Getting set up, that skin looks so pretty. I love the fact that they allowed us to get skins back in, because if they didn't, I probably would cry. We have both tanks walking forward, getting a lot of pressure forward through. Genji looking at an off angle, goes for the dive through. They're meeting up with tank. They secure, hopefully, a tank kill. Nothing through as Kiri Suzu's all the way back out.
Nice Suzu by Kiri. The wall by Baba was good, but not able to confirm the kill.
Yeah, it looks like Nostalgia's getting a lot of pressure. He might die, and there goes the first tank via Baba and Kiri. Looking at the left side, you have another off angle via Marcy. Again, I don't know what's with these off angles early, but it's the right early play to make, especially in organized competitive play, if you trust your team. It seems like that swap also for Marcy is going to be extremely important in applying a lot of different forms of pressure. Hopefully, this next team fight goes a little bit smoother.
Especially with the Freya Soldier, both of them make really good flankers here. So that, just like that, they're flanking, getting them picks off.
With Doom down, it's looking like a really rough fight, especially with Baba's positioning. There goes Wu ult. Hopefully it sticks. Unfortunately, only knocking the tank. Looks like we're going to have to repace for the fight. Rush goes down, and I think that's going to be a quick loss for us here in this next objective point. Again, with the way that Overwatch is styled, it's very common for, the attackers to be able to take those fights and win them. It's very attacker-sided in this. It's pretty unfortunate, especially as we lost our Genji early in that fight.
Yeah, especially since they're both running very quick, aggressive comps with the Lucio Kiriko. Very fast, very aggressive. The Wu Yang Kiriko, allowing your flanker to be aggressive, take them aggressive ankles, and keep the healing.
Yeah, it causes a lot of discomfort here. You can see with the high ground play, there's a lot going on. Let It Rain comes down, and it only catches the two on top side. Unfortunately, both of them are able to block it out. Rush goes down for our team, and we get a great 2-pick here. Are we able to secure any extras? No, it looks like we're conserving ults and conserving a lot of energy in these fights. Genji's going for another pick, and there it is. Doom, good job on the secure. Again, securing these picks and playing in for those off angles, getting ready to see who is available for these fights is extremely important, along with which, but the positioning by everybody is looking phenomenal. I will say Daytona has a great job of applying pressure, but it seems like we're very good on carrying and taking care of those off angles, making sure we're holding back and securing ourselves for the next couple of fights. Lucio doing a good job of pushing people in and out of different situations, very much so playing the support role. Wu Yang wave goes down, Lucio beat goes down after Let It Rain goes through via Baba. It seems like those two ults, Soldier going through, trying to secure other kills. It seems like we're just kiting things out. Skitsu's looking really low, and we lost Wu Yang and Skits on for that. I was expecting an OC, but it wasn't really a big one. All good.
I think he got picked off as soon as he popped it, so great play by Daytona there, picking off the ultimate.
Yeah, I mean, if you're able to secure those early picks, especially in an Ajax manner, it's phenomenal because it really does secure that early advantage in a lot of these team fights. With 4 minutes left, it looks like they're getting ready and set up for another team fight, just poking in for a little bit of ult charge. Hopefully nobody's going to be dying here, especially as Lucy comes back.
That ult from Lucy is going to be pivotal in this next fight.
Yes, there goes another death via Skits. I'm very concerned on how forward this is going to be. Freya ult goes down. Nothing really good here, other than, I mean, the tank applying pressure and capitalizing off of the ult. It looks like here, I mean, the CBC Hawks are going to be real struggling in this next fight. If they aren't able to get back and regroup in time, it might be a first point loss.
Great pressure by the Freya here, just making sure they can't come out of the spawn door safe. With the pick on the Skits, that might seal this next fight.
Yeah, there goes Let It Rain via their tank. Baba should possibly die here. Their Lucio gets picked off. Kiri now gone. It seems like we're not able to get enough care for the tank. And that is what looks like first point contact down. Unless we're able to reset. No, unfortunately, there's nothing there. Ooh, Lucy gets contact. Are we able to recover from that? There goes Rush.
Maybe they're able to stall long enough.
Maybe they're able to stall just for
back.
another bit. It's going down to 230 right here. Are they able to secure another couple of kills? If possible, it could be a great comeback. Baba's gone immediately. Doom is gone immediately. There goes Skitsu, and I think for our supports, if they can last out just a little bit. No, there goes Lucy and Elix.
There's the team kill confirming the round.
Team wipe toward that end was a little bit sloppy by Daytona, but again, I mean, they're doing a great job with cycling between everybody and with the timing for everything going on. Nostalgia doing a phenomenal job on keeping everybody wiped out, especially capitalizing off of a lot of the different ults that are going down. Nostalgia's applying a lot of pressure for our team, and it's like we're not able to evade that. Daytona's doing a phenomenal job on, again, capitalizing on everything that they are pushing out. The pressure is phenomenal. How are you feeling about that, Pillow?
I think they also have great target priority with the Hazard, the Freya, and the Genji. Well, now the Soldier. They're all diving on the same character at once. They were just doing a phenomenal job picking off one person, then scaling off the picks so they win the fight.
Yeah, the feeling is a lot more worthy than the way that our team is playing. It seems very like uncombined, especially with those off angles that like our Doom is trying to take. He's on Genji right now. He's actually pretty good at, I want to say, a lot of these flex DPS, and he has a great job at securing a lot of these picks when it comes down to early plays. But because he's getting picked off, it's not really giving us a good way of leniency for these fights. And I mean, obviously Daytona's going to capitalize off of that. They're doing a phenomenal job with these picks. I think with this next upcoming fight, we're going to be just looking and peeking through for one Widow pick and then switching in for a little bit more of an aggressive brawl type comp. If not, I mean, we'll see what's going to come down here. Peeking out to see if we can get any picks. It looks like Skits isn't finding anything, so he's going down, swapping into the Freya, mirroring their comp a little bit. We're going to see how it goes down. Freya is extremely strong in current meta standing, especially if you're able to get those burst shots down.
Can we talk about how they're not running Wu Yang here? I thought Wu Yang was really strong right now.
Yeah, Wu Yang is extremely strong. It's actually pretty interesting. Maybe they just prefer, maybe Hira prefers Lucio more, and that's just what it's coming down to. But at the end of the day, without that Lucio, or not the Lucio, but without the Wu Yang, it's very hard to get a lot of damage out and secure good waves for your team. Without that boost in healing, like Amp can secure a lot of damage down, but it can't keep your team sustained for long, and I think that's the issue.
Yeah. But they are executing their comp very well without the Wu Yang.
Yeah, I will give them that. They had a great time and a great aggression for what was going down. They had great forwards. Doom doing a great job of pushing their tank back out and isolating the tank. If we were able to get them caught off, we were able to get that kill. Unfortunately for us, Skitsu gets the first pick down for this fight. If they're able to re-engage it, it looks like we're waiting for a point though, so it's just a small stagger really. Baba's looking to peel in, getting a little bit of push out for the tank. If they're able to secure this kill on Nostalgia, it would be a great opportunity for us to full engage onto the rest of the team. Doesn't look like anything's going on, but we are looking at a couple of ults here. For this next fight, obviously Skitsu is going to be playing it down and maybe even Rush if Elixian gets a really good cleanse. Maybe.
Right here, we're looking at maybe dual rushes. They could trade rushes here. That'd be a good play for maybe Daytona here, just to keep up the heals, even the
There
fight
goes
out.
Rush from Daytona all the way down. It looks like we're just going to kind of kite it out. It's not like we're ready for that fight anyways. The positioning of it just isn't really helpful for them. Or at least not for engaging. Wu Yang ult is not out yet. I was expecting it.
Double kill from
W
Baba.
cleanse. Wow. And great kill from Baba, being able to make that forward and get that pick when needed. Lucio goes down. Great stagger.
The kills from Baba, just the last stagger. That's going to be really good for this next team fight. Give us a little bit extra progress. Nothing more.
Yeah, I think with the way that we're playing this, we should hopefully be able to get a better time. If not, I mean, Daytona is a challenge no matter what. That pressure that they're applying is going to keep everybody peeled out from this fight. But it looks like everybody's wanting to look for these ults. Everybody's looking around, trying to feel what's going on, engaging in for these fights. Baba goes in, not able to secure any kill. Again, full down. There goes Reigns from Nostalgia on that. There goes Reigns for us as well. Both sides aren't really able to get any big picks, although there is heals down for both sides. They're
Trading support.
Trading support and kills, and then afterwards, OC goes down. Wu Yang ult goes down, killing OC's user, and all the way through. I don't think we're going to be able to get any extra picks from that fight. I think it's going to have to be a reset, really.
Yeah, we sort of just traded that fight out. We
Yeah.
traded the supports, but then they picked off both our DPS right off the bat.
Yeah, they were able to really focus down and peeling back to where our end position is, and I mean, it's just a better form of play, really. Daytona is really pushing a challenge out, especially as Nostalgia keeps peeling up to where the support and DPS are supposed to be. Skits is out of position. Both rushes get traded down. Beat goes down as well. Unfortunately, we aren't able to really pull for any other ultimates. It looks like they're farming for Lucio's kill, but there's nothing really happening there. Lucio does end up dying here. Skits ends up dying. Nostalgia ends up dying all the way through. Again, the mirrored comps is extremely difficult to say, hence why I'm using more of the player names. But if you're able to keep up with that, it's very, very nice.
Right here, we had the numbers advantage, but as the enemy team's coming out, the fight's going to even up.
Here we have a good, interesting couple of swaps, by the way, to mention. I mean, they were mirror playing earlier, but with Marcy on the Soldier and the Reaper back in play, I mean, it's a little bit interesting, especially as Reaper isn't exactly fully meta now. Reaper gets swapped out with a great dash by Doom, getting a lot of, progressive damage down. 3 minutes and 18 seconds, just a minute over. How are you feeling that round, Web?
I think we really came together more that round. We were target focusing better, we were communicating better. You guys can't hear them, but they are loud this last match.
I mean, there's a lot of great communication that's going to have to be applied in these games. If you aren't really getting those good comms, then it's not really going to offer you much, like fluidity in your team style and your team's way of playing, especially when they need that. I think especially with the different team comps that are going to be applied with what's more meta, you're going to see a different way of playing between all of our players, between their communication, between their style of play. And we have a Mauga on the screen. How do you feel about the Mauga?
I'm surprised by the Mauga, especially on the offensive front here. I was thinking if we were going to run Mauga, I thought it was going to be on the defensive front, because
I would feel
Mauga's
that.
more defensive than offensive.
Especially with the way that the metas are approached now, he's definitely a lot more of bunker. So I'm not exactly seeing, how he's going to be applied in this aggressive kind of playstyle. I mean, they are bringing the Weaver for him, so that might make a little bit more sense. There goes Kiri as well, getting set up for another. Again, without the Wu Yang, I'm very interested here.
I know, and especially switching off the Lucio to switch to Life Weaver.
No, it is back
never
to
mind, they
Lucio.
went back to Lucio. The Lucio's really going to help this Mauga here just to get to point faster and to push into the back line.
And I think that's maybe what the play was, but unfortunately Mauga gets melted instantly. No time to recover, no time to reset. It seems like they're going to be pouncing onto the Mei. There goes Mei down. Are they able to secure another kill? Reaper is out of position, TPing into the wrong area, blocking off spawn. Reaper is no Wraith, no any form of equipment. Can he still escape? It looks like it. It looks like their team was able to get a full reset, actually, in for this next play. Baba's still dancing around, looking for what's going to be moving forward in for this team fight. No big ults here other than Freya. I mean, Freya's ability to just ult collect is phenomenal.
Oh yeah, 76% on ult. That's double the next closest person.
Looks like he's trying to
ult
melt
might
through
come out.
Baba here, but I don't think he realizes Baba's wall is fully available. They are capping on point as they have to reset for the fight. And it looks like Baba gets a good early pick for their Mei. Looks like Malga's fully melted. They're able to secure another kill. A great pounce, by the way, for the Kiri. And obviously, due to the lack of healing, Marcy has to fall there. Again, I'm not really sure what the Reaper play is. He's kind of fallen out of meta. It's very interesting to see a lot more off-meta picks. I would like to be able to see people play more of what they like versus meta, of course, but you know, this whole organized professional play event is solely about getting that win down. There goes Baba down, unfortunately through bad positioning and unfortunately no good communication from our team telling him to back through. Doom looks like he's peeling through, trying to act as tank distraction, but unfortunately he's not going to be able to get enough support, so he'll fall to the Mei. Wu Ying pumping out as much damage as possible. It looks like a team reset, and they might actually cap first point here.
I think we're just going to give him first point unless we come back right here and enter with Kitsune. Otherwise, I don't think we have enough time to stop him here.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how they're going to want to play that. It looks like we're getting an off angle here. Their point is secured, so they have no reason to re-engage for this fight just yet. I think that what they're going to want to do is they're going to want to take it up into choke, and they're going to want to hold it there. But I'm not exactly sure. No, there goes Rush. There goes another couple of ults too. There goes Wu Ying's Rush, Blade, and Rain all in one shot. Unfortunately, obviously Daytona with no ults is not able to respond to that as well as they should. And it looks like CBC is going to take that win.
Beautiful execution by CBC this whole past round. They've been just scaling their kills one after another. If you've been paying attention, they'll get one kill and then immediately they have two more kills back to back right after that first one.
Yeah, and I mean, that execution is extremely important in communication between your team. If you aren't able to execute with your ults practically become useless in this elo. There really isn't anything you can do on your own sometimes, especially if you don't have a team ready to follow up or some form of care ready. I mean, the execution was phenomenal. How do you feel like that first point's going to be for our CBC here? 3 minutes on the clock.
I'm feeling we're going to run the same comp as we did, the Hazard, Genji, Freya, just so we can execute fast and we can go in and just win this point fast. I think they're going to push, and just win.
Yeah, I mean, the curious question of third person peeking and this is actually really interesting because I haven't heard anybody go for it in a long time. But I mean, if they know the tech for it and if they enjoyed it, then I mean, they might as well. Yeah, I'm not really sure what those comms are about. You know what? Can we actually get a reset on everybody's knowledge? Let me take a look at the rule book here. Are you reading that right, Austin?
Last I checked, it was legal because a Tracer did it in a tournament. And she died for it, but she did try to 3D peek, but she got caught in the emote.
Yeah, so I mean, if it's allowed, whatever, it's a part of the game, you know.
It's in the game for a reason.
Whatever, let's let it slide. So, there was no 3D peeking, but Baba is taking an awkward angle here, really taking a lot of the focus of the team's damage and a lot of the abilities that are going to be outpoured to him. It seems like the Kiri will be joining him in that off angle. If the Kiri gets picked off here, though, it's going to be extremely substantial for our team. It seems like they're playing it really patient. They're acknowledging and challenging one another, respecting each position in play. Kiri getting stuck and pushed back by the Hazard. It seems like the Hazard wanted to secure the Kiri kill, but was not able to. Baba gets pushed off the ledge, and it seems like he might die here due to his poor positioning.
Yeah,
a little too aggressive. Nobody's able to help him recover out of it. We are able to trade a Freya pick here. That is phenomenal. It looks like Doom is trying to secure the kill, but he cannot catch anybody in time. Looks like we're still in a very awkward position for that play. Lucy is extremely low, tanking all of that damage really quickly. And Tank is back and ready for this fight. It seems like we were able to get a full term for these perks. So are they going to take advantage of that? Are they going to be taking for the fight? Curio ult does go down for their team, but it doesn't seem like they're able to use it for the re-engage. Never mind, they do. Marcy getting a first pick and Nostalgia following up on Lucy. Baba getting absolutely shredded there as well, trading the Freyas back and forth. I mean, phenomenal playing from both of them, by the way. You need a lot of aim to stay that consistent, really.
Especially with Marcy this entire time, he's just been pressuring our Wu Yang, Lucy, the entire match, just taking these off angles, pressuring our Wu Yang, making sure Wu Yang can't support our tank. That's why Baba's been just blown up this entire match.
Yeah, and I mean, it's high aggression, high octane play that is what we're looking to see here. Seems like we're struggling with this first point, which is weird to me because they should be able to, I mean, dive through at least with an early pick on one person. But we keep losing our tank, so who knows? Maybe we need a reliance on our tank for this fight.
What's happening here that makes you think our tank is just dying here?
I mean, his positioning in the backline is obviously going to be a very big fault for us because he's not able to, you know, get a lot of care from the supports in time. It can cause a lot, but there goes Rush. And I think that's the only ult that went down. It seems like high aggression octane again from everybody else. Looks like Doom's going to need some quick care or else he will die. And it seems like our tank is just fine in for this fight. He quickly takes it for, I guess, aura points. What's going on here, Baba? that was pretty dope, I'll be honest. Getting those two stagger plays in for the next fight means that they're gonna have to be a lot more patient in the regroup, and they're probably not going to be able to get the fight they need for this next point, making it, I think, a second map win for our CBC Hawks.
That was really unfortunate for Daytona, the spawn swapping right when they did, because if they didn't, they might have been able to touch point before they won.
Play of the game.
So to talk a little bit more about what it is going on, I mean, related with these maps, I mean, I feel like a lot of what's going to be represented in for these games is, again, the speed of play, the way that everybody's going to be grouped and applying themselves in these team fights, and the synergy that is needed for this is a lot more high octane than a lot of other regular competitive matches. How do you feel like that match went relating to each team synergy?
I felt like at the beginning of that past match, CBC was really lacking in their synergy of target focusing and such, and Daytona was doing really good with their target priority and executing on their targets really well. But then right after the first round, I felt that CBC collected themselves and really did good there.
Yeah, and I mean that's just good insight in for a lot of our players. But I think we're gonna head into this break right before our third match of the game, third match of the day actually. Bye.
Columbia Basin College is more than just an education. It's gaining skills and exploring new opportunities. It's utilizing resources and empowering others. It's building relationships and shaping futures. Start your journey today at Columbia Basin College, where education is just Columbia Basin College is more than just an education. It's gaining skills and exploring new opportunities. It's utilizing resources and empowering others. It's building relationships and shaping futures. Start your journey today at Columbia Basin College, where education is just the beginning.
And we're back for map 4, or this is map 3, sorry. If I'm right, we are on Watch Point Gibraltar. Probably a little bit of a least favorite for our crowd here, Hawks. I mean, I don't think anybody really likes playing this map in-house right now. Like, I'm not aware of anybody who enjoys playing this map, but it's a map we're going to have to play, especially after previous bans getting set up here. I believe we have a Wu Yang Freya ban, no sub-ins, so we're keeping the same stack back and forth. It was much of a challenge for Kings Row. I feel like Gibraltar is going to be a little bit similar, but I'm much excited to see how the play goes through, especially since Antarctic Peninsula, we had shut them out. I'm actually very curious to see how it is going to be for Escort. I'm hoping, to be honest, that we get to see a little bit more of a pushback, because I want to be able to see us on a push map. I want to see us on a Flashpoint game. It's extremely important that we get those. And I mean, if you guys were checking it too, I don't believe that the officialized point is going to be New Junk City, but I don't think I've seen a lot of Flashpoint played in a lot of these intramural seasons. Here we have our player cams. You get to see Coach in the background. We have Doom and Skits as our main DPS. They're doing phenomenal. Very excited here. Baba probably taking a nap and or, I don't know, texting.
Probably Doom scrolling, let's be honest
probably
now.
texting me, asking me what our date's going to be about later tonight. We have Alexi and Lucy. Lucy are great, phenomenal supports. I'm actually very happy to be seeing them. They have coached me a lot since we've gotten in season. So I'm much happy, and we're showing something to Cam. Let's see.
What is that?
What episode of Pokemon is that? I'm not exactly sure, but
I'm
you know what?
Confused what that was.
You know what? I hope they're happy. I hope they're enjoying their time. It's actually very nice to get a familiar face to our players, getting to see what it is they're up to, what they're going to be doing. I mean, they're all just. I'm surprised nobody's mogging in the camera. I feel like if it was anybody else, they'd all be mogging in the cam. But I think headed back for us. It's been a tiring day, guys. I'm tired. How are you feeling about today's broadcast? I'm feeling out. I'm feeling out, man.
I think we're both tired here, gonna be honest. I worked all day and then came here for this. But I think we're vibing back here.
Yeah,
we're having a grand old time.
On the Lokes. I'm much excited to be cast. This is your first time casting, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so first time caster as Color. Do you think you would enjoy talking a little bit more directly about the game itself, or do you think you just enjoy commentating on what the plays are?
I think I'd like it either way. I just like being back here and talking.
Yeah, it's actually very nice to get another face back on. I'm always here. I'm literally always here casting and talking with everybody here. So I'm our main face for casts and all. But I want to get more people cycled in because I get to introduce our teams collectively, like over time. I think I've gotten to cast with everybody except for Lucy and except for Cade. I think those are the two I want to cast with the most because they're the people who actually like casting and have had previous casting experience. But I mean, for first time casting, yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying your time. How are you feeling? Are you feeling excited for this next game? Be honest.
I'm very excited for this next game because I know Gibraltar as Winston Main's heaven.
Oh, it is known.
So I hope we get to see a Winston come out here because I just love watching Winston.
Yeah, I mean, I hope we get to see a little bit more from not only like Winston type play, but I want to see Baba on somebody that isn't Hazard. I know that is probably his main tank for life, and Zarya too. But like besides those two, I've been very much so wanting to see a little bit more flavor out of Baba. I mean, again, besides meta and stuff like that, if there wasn't in play, I want to see his ball. I want to see him roam around and just mess around and scream. Winston also would be one of those where it's like he's probably going to scream his head off, and that would be a funny game to watch.
I think Baba is just very fun to watch and also to listen to. He is very funny to listen to.
If our mics ever pick it up, I hope you guys do. Baba's always screaming it if he's having fun. You know it. Heading straight for the game on Watchpoint Gibraltar. I believe our Hawks will be defending first. I'm not exactly sure, actually.
I think, yeah, they're defending first.
Okay, yeah. Hawks defense have always been very good at pressuring and punishing out position players. I think it's also extremely important to understand, you know, the difference between, I guess, conscious play and subconscious play for these. Because I think a lot of the time when it comes to watching them go in for their defensive positioning, it's very just casual, standardized way of playing. I have never seen this before.
We get to see the monkey coming out. I told you I love seeing Winston play, especially with the Ana Brig.
I'm so curious to what's going on. I've never seen what is going on here. Okay. Baba's still on the hazard, much expected, to be honest.
But then we have a Torb,
we have a
and,
Torb
an Echo.
and an Echo.
I've never seen this.
I guess. Okay. Here you're going to see a little bit of tech if you don't know it. Ooh, good style points. Getting up on the top side. Again, I'm a little bit confused on what it is going on there, but okay. I've never seen an Echo from Skits. I don't recall seeing him play Echo much of ever, but I am excited to see how he puts out from this. An actual very common play that we do get to see from our supports here, the Lucio Kiri has always been very popular and has been there for a while. Good shutout for the Winston. Wow. Again, very good way to just push out for positioning. Looks like he's playing for the reset. And he's Baba already screaming at doing the most casual thing that he normally does. I'm so glad he's happy. I'm so glad he's happy playing these games. Look at him. Look at him. He's just wandering about. He does not care. Not a care in the world. What a dilly-dallier. And there goes our first pick onto the Ana. And it looks like Brig is going to be the follow-up pick for that, meaning the rest of their team should fall apart from there if they're able to capitalize on any positionals. Never mind. Nostalgia's going to get a pick on both of our DPS here. It looks like Baba's struggling to secure a kill onto the Genji.
Good picks by the offense because the defensive spawn is going to take a lot longer to come back from, leading them to have a numbers advantage for way longer here.
This is true, as Baba is obviously peeling back through, getting his supports to just take a little bit of space backwards, and as we regroup, take some space back forwards onto the monkey. Looks like we're just going to be looking at the top side where most of the supports are. I think that's what he wants to go for. He sees the Ana, he sees the Brig, he's trying to push the Brig out, getting as much damage as he can off. Can he secure the kill? Unfortunately not. Too much damage, and he sees that the point is going way too far. So Baba backs up, getting ready to sit on point. There's no tank available, and I think that's going to be our first point for Daytona. Great aggression here.
They've been really aggressive, both on the hybrid and the escort here. And their comp really reflects it because for the first point of hybrid, they're running very dive, but then they switched to a more brawlish. But then here they came out as a dive again. Are we expecting to see them switch back to a brawl?
Yeah, absolutely. And I believe, you know, with the state of play and the aggression that the Winston is having, it's going to cause a lot of different backlash between, like, I guess, positioning for our supports and DPS. You're going to have to play a lot more specific related to where they're at. Unfortunately, Baba isn't able to secure any picks here for the top side.
Genji coming in to defend his soldier and getting the pick on Baba, but trading the tanks. The pick on the Kiri might seal the fight here.
If possible, we need to secure a kill of our own, getting something forward. Nope, there goes two off for our own. There goes both of our DPS. We are only with one healer, one tank. There goes our healer. Our tank is able to fully back through, and we're resetting.
However, they did put in 2 ults, and we only put in 1, so they still have ult advantage, but maybe not towards the middle of this next fight.
Yeah, I mean, if they waste this ult here, there goes Reigns all the way down. It doesn't seem like it catches anybody but the soldier, who is the only one with ult up, actually. There goes Visor, and it doesn't seem like he's finding anything pretty useful here. I don't know why he's not utilizing Sprint. I mean, other than Torb ults coming down, there's a whole lot of juices up on those grounds, therefore making it almost impossible for I mean, it's just good kiting for the soldier, really. Great cleanse via our Kiri. Are we able to secure that last kill necessary? Yes, we are. Again, a quick team wipe and a quick team reset for Hawks here. I was honestly really shocked with the way that we played that. That was quite impressive.
Yeah, that was very impressive, especially with the Here Comes the Rain, not really catching anybody but the soldier. The rebound from that missed ult was really excellent by the Hawks.
Yeah, I mean, it's super fun to watch the way that Baba just kind of full aggresses, especially when he has the confidence for it. Doom full aggressing with him. I've never seen this, by the way. I've literally never witnessed Doom on a Torb, so this is such a phenomenal game for me. Great picks for Doom here. Can he secure it? Is he's just going, and he styles on him with a last term headshot. Doom getting, I want to say, a 3-4K there. That was very, very impressive.
Amazing 3K by Doom there. We saw, what was it? 2 of those were headshots?
Yeah. He's just high aggress, high octane play, especially when he has Baba there. Again, the confidence difference is extremely important. Skits trying to get a good couple of off picks here. Can he secure one? There goes Nostalgia down for Tank. There goes both of their DPS, and the last DPS is gone. I mean, they're going really fast. Like
Yeah, it's almost like the Torb's mispositioning, but they're not really punishing him. Just because Baba's there absorbing so much pressure, they're just letting the Torb run over them. With Torb having so much damage with his main gun, he's just walking through them. Here comes the ult by Baba.
Unfortunately, that sleep is a very big push out for them. Elixion again getting in with the aggression too. Wow, okay. Great kills via Arcuri. I mean, again, very high octane aggression. I'm not exactly sure how Daytona is going to have to be able to counter this, especially because, I mean, this first push with Gibraltar can be very frustrating at this choke. It looks like there's a lot of ults that are going to be up for this next fight. It's more about who's willing to use it. Skitsu getting in probably one of the most awkward positions I have ever witnessed in my entire life.
I've never seen anybody go in that position.
What is going on here? I'm just so confused. There goes a second. Can we talk about this mythic, by the way? It's so pretty.
Can we talk about that position? I've never seen
that.
I didn't know you could go there.
I've never seen that ever. I remember doing it maybe once, like with Ana back in like OW 1. I've never seen anybody replicate that in OW 2. That is so funny to me. Interesting positioning for everybody here. I'm so unaware of what's going on. They need to get a forward here with 30 seconds left on the clock. A lot of ults up and available. Let's see who's going forward first. They found Skids first. There goes the Scream Top. Skids does secure a kill before dying here.
There goes Beat, making sure Baba can push forward safely.
Unfortunately, he's having to reset anyways because he's getting absolutely slammed out by all of their DPS. I mean, it's high. I think it's like going to be a high pushback for everybody, if possible.
I think so. They do have numbers advantage here, but we do have Skitsu coming back.
Yeah, I mean, this is just impressive work, really, by everybody in the defense category. Really, like it just seems like they're positioning for it perfectly. They're cleaning up the kills when needed. They're punishing out position like players. This is phenomenal.
Especially in that last fight, the Daytona had numbers advantage. They got the early picks, but then Hawks were able to come back and really solidify their kills, making the victory attainable there.
Yeah, so now with Hawks on DPS, I'm hoping to see a little bit of sorry, I lost my train of thought. I guess more of a little bit of that same like aggression that they had for defense. Like, it was very awkward. I don't know how to describe it. It was literal defensive offense.
I mean, they do say a good defense is the best offense.
True. And I mean, when you do have that applied, especially in like a point like Gibraltar, it's very hard to make a forward.
They're playing Mercy. If you guys don't know, I am the person always begging to play Mercy, but it appears we're running Mercy Lucio, which is not really a common lineup because they have some of the lowest healing output combined in the game. So I am curious. Oh, yeah, we're switching off the Mercy. Oh, no, we're still on the Mercy. What do you feel about this?
My brain cells are fried.
Okay, we switched the Ana. The Ana will help keep up the healing, while the damage boost from the Mercy is going to be really helpful here.
It looks like they're going to keep it up with the Torbjorn, almost mimicking everything else going on here. Bob is trying to full engage, isn't able to do anything. He drops back down on the point. Junkrat and Skits are taking pretty interesting angles here, and I thought Bob almost flew off the map. Right. Skid securing 2 great picks here. If we're able to make another forward, that would be phenomenal. Skid's getting some care, and he goes for a 360, lands it. Unfortunately, doesn't get the kill, but that was a slick 360. Skid2, we do recognize your glorious awe. Doom is on a literal 1 HP, gets sliced down. Again, Hazard here is just a really confident tank. I don't know, his mobility, everything to him is just so strong.
Skit's going for another 360, unfortunately getting blocked by the water tower. I don't know where he's looking there. He's looking straight down. I don't know. Can you block your head by looking straight down?
Yeah, so it's a very small thing with certain characters, but like with Ana and for Widow, for example, if you do tilt your head down in like a twisting motion, it's a lot harder to get your hitbox for your head. But in that case, I'm not really sure why that'd be important, especially since he's already on 1 HP.
Especially with the Hazard behind him. Hazard's is a shotgun. I don't think it's going to really matter
True.
if you're putting your head down. Good pick by Doom.
Unfortunately, Doom walks right into the turret, but it's a quick repick for Baba here as he secures the forward. Are we able to get the pick? No, but Ana is put to 1. Ana's down, and it looks like they might be able to play using that stagger, getting a forward. Unfortunately, no anti from our Elix.
Baba really cleaning up these kills. First, Doom lowered all the people in the hallway down. Then Baba goes and confirms the kill. Then Skitsu lowering the Ana down. And then Baba just confirming the kills here.
Yeah, I mean, that play is exactly what we're looking for when playing aggressive. But unfortunately, as Baba died in that first segment for the team fight, it was going to be a meltdown for our team. Baba is definitely going to be a big householder in how we are going to be playing for this. I'm very curious to see how it turns out here.
Me too. When we practice together, it really seems like he's making a lot of our comms, a lot of our calls. But when he dies, it sort of eliminates a major part of our team.
Yeah, it looks like we're stuck trying to reset for these picks, especially after we had already secured the tank. We need our team to walk forward and make a secured, a more, I guess, secured space. Kiri goes to help the Ana on the top side. It looks like the Genji's looking for the off angle. He does grab a couple of headshots. He's looking to re-engage. Can he do it? Oh, he should have. Oh, he should have
trusted. It appears like he's just pressuring here to push the supports back.
There goes a sleep. There goes a big sleep. Do they save him? They save Elixion. But unfortunately, we lose 2 in doing that. But it's okay because Doom is there to clean up with a phenomenal 3-man blade. Almost a 4th, but that nano saved him. And I mean, he would have had a full team wipe if there was no nano there, let's be honest.
Oh yeah, the nano blade was actually helped there. Except the nano there really stopped him from the team wipe. And also, let's be honest, his kill was kind of stolen. We should have just given him the 5k.
Oh yeah, I mean, Doom isn't going to be crying about it because he's just that kind of guy. But he's so auriful. He definitely would have gotten those 5 kills on his own if he wanted. And right as I say that, he's going to perish into this next fight. It looks like tanks are fighting up on the top side. Are they able to do anything with it?
I don't think so here. I think Baba is just going to back out and reset this next fight.
Yeah, hopefully Skits does the same, not dying too early. Unfortunately, he does die early in for this next fight. Kind of misses the punch. He slept. He pops ult for the regen. Slams back down. Grabs 2, hopefully 2. There is 2 down with Doom. Wow, phenomenal play by Doom here.
I don't understand the beat there, but that's all right. Lucio generates ultimate fast.
I mean, Doomfist is doing a great job in applying a lot of that pressure, and our actual player Doom is doing a great job on securing and re-engaging with Doomfist. So, I mean, it works, and that's going to be, I think, the final map here for CBC Hawks. 3-0 over Daytona.
We just played really aggressive on that last point there with the Doom and the Genji. We just pushed really hard, making them miss position, leading us to the victory.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it's just phenomenal play from both teams. Again, Daytona did a great job in pressuring us out, but I'm pretty sure that's really going to be all for us here today. I want to do a little bit more talking, though, generally speaking, because I'm pretty sure that's all the games here for today. I want to do a little bit more talking point to what's going on with the play style and the hyper aggression. Do you think that's more meta with how the competitive scene is going to be, or not?
I really think that right now the meta is really fast and really aggressive with dive, because right now you have Tracer's meta, Genji's meta, as we saw a lot of Hazard here.
All right. Well, yeah. Again, I appreciate you for being my second caster for today. Thank you so much. You're free to head out. I'm gonna get my interview though, because I love my interviews. So, can I get Doom back here? Let's get my boy Doom. Yes, perfect. All right, go ahead and bring that mic again back up into kissing distance. How are you feeling that game went for yourself?
Pretty good. First map was a little slow, a little rough, but
Yeah.
we were also like forced onto a comp.
Okay. How do you feel like the game went generally for the team?
I mean, it went pretty good. We were kind of just messing around a little bit at some points, especially like the end on a attack, like the very beginning of attack on Gibraltar.
Yeah.
You're just throwing.
It was clear to show right here. If you guys want to peep the stats, phenomenal job, Doom. How are you feeling about the 30 average?
I think it's pretty good so far. There's definitely room for improvement, but it's pretty solid.
Do you want to talk about your assists? Do you just prefer solo killing, or do you think?
Well, no, I don't leave anyone.
Oh.
I don't leave anyone open. So I just get them.
Okay. Okay. And then your death ratio to limbs is actually a very, very big thing. KDA is a lot here, but I think your ability to stay alive in a lot of these team fights is extremely drastic compared to a lot of other players. How do you feel like you do in order to keep yourself alive in a lot of these high octane fights?
Okay. So my biggest problem had always been for me was I would always top frag, but I would always top death as well. I'm like, as long as I'm able to bring down my deaths, like that's better overall. I will say on King's Row, when we were on defense, I don't know how I lived for that entire first point. I like wrapped around their spawn like twice. They were all looking at me and I somehow managed to get out. I don't know how I got out there.
Yeah, I did see that. That was spicy play. I don't know how they aren't securing the kill. I will say, in my opinion, with a lot more of the way that comps are being played, one Wu Yang would have shut you out a lot. A lot of those terms where, you know, you're backing out or somebody else is backing out, a Wu Yang is able to get those kills. And because there is no Wu Yang there, you know, you guys aren't really getting picked off as easily. But I don't know. That's kind of just how I see it.
It was more so just they didn't commit on me. They were just like trying to poke me out. Honestly, if they were on Wu, I would have been able to dive a lot easier. Wu is really weak.
Yeah, I mean, that's just where it is. I think lastly, I just wanted to say, generally speaking, this is what your third game in officially?
Fourth.
Okay.
I didn't play last week.
Okay.
So third.
So this is your third official game in. How do you think the rest of the season is going to go for you?
I think it's going pretty good. I think we have a very good chance of being able to go undefeated. I think our biggest one, I believe the last match we have is against I forgot their name, but they're pretty good. That's
phenomenal to hear, honestly. I like the confidence, I like the energy, and I really appreciate getting our insight from our players here. I wanted to see if we could get something related to merch. I haven't seen merch all stream, guys. Okay, can we talk about it? We have the stuff represented today. I want to plug the merch because it is so comfortable, so phenomenal. I know Doom loves his jersey very much.
Why are you touching me?
Anyways, we have bags. We have I believe flags, shirts, jackets. They're all very comfortable. Please do go check out the merch if possible. And with that, I think that's all of our questions here and all going on for the stream. Lastly, I think the last thing I really do want to cover is, how do you feel like you could have improved after all this? Like, do you think there was one thing you could have fixed in all of those games?
I mean, just being locked in is kind of there, right? Because we were kind of messing around, but there were a lot of times where I was kind of staggering myself, like we weren't really going together. And
I did see that, yeah.
There was like Lucas or Baba would go in, and I wouldn't fully follow with him when I should have been.
Yeah.
So it's just a little bit of the mental side for me and like the preparation to it.
Okay.
But I mean, I think there's always room for improvement, and it's always the micro thing to get.
Right. I did see a lot of staggering from you and from Baba a lot. Like, it felt like you guys were going back and forth between it, and I couldn't tell who it was off of. But I mean, who knows? You guys are screaming your heads over there, so I'm just glad you guys were having fun. I'd like to say overall, thank you for coming in and getting a quick setup with me. Appreciate that. I'm pretty sure that's going to be all for today's stream. See you guys later.